she came, my girl that I was with came to check in on me. And I was withdrawing so bad, and I was home, and I had a bottle of vodka, and I had found some pills, and I snorted them up, and I nodded out, right? And she came into a bottle of vodka and a plate with a rolled up dollar bill sitting there. And it was like, holy shit, uh-oh. Well, now, and then I just fessed up, like, I've been on this shit this whole time. Fuck you. Just asshole attitude. And so now it's really out. Everybody knows. And now I'm starting to get hit with some consequences. Like, the family's like, fuck you. You know, you've lied to us this whole time. You're just a piece of shit. And I don't blame any of them for it, of course, you know. And so I had this idea. I was like, fuck it, I'm going to kill myself. Because I already hated myself just deeply. Like, I never, you know, I just really did not like myself. And I had a gun, too. And it wasn't like the first time I thought of killing myself, but it was the first time it was ever this bad. Like, I felt this hopeless. But it wasn't cool enough. Like, in my mind, it wasn't cool to shoot myself. In my fucked up head, it was cool to fucking OD. It's like, I can do that. All right, cool.
Like more punk rock?
Yeah. That's totally what I was going for, dude. It was like, fuck, you shoot yourself. You just leave a mess. You OD, it's like, fuck yeah. And it's just so stupid. But you're in that, it's so dumb. But so that's what I did. And I was like, fuck it. All right, cool. I saw how much money I had. Like, that's enough to do it. Came straight to Reno. And I went hard. I stayed in the same bar for 4 days straight, right? Never leaving.
No way.
Yeah, what fucking bar lets somebody sit there for 4 fucking days? I want to fucking call them out, but
it wasn't choice. Maybe we'll do the Take One review on that.
We could do that. Yeah, let's do that. That'd be a good one. So yeah, who the fuck lets somebody do that, right? And these are people that know me. I'm not just a fuck. These are all people that know me, have known me for a long time. I'm doing everything, dude. 4 days, I haven't had a bite to eat. All I've been doing is cocaine and drinking. And people thought I was on meth because I was able to just hold so strong. I was like, nah, I'm just doing that much. And I just kept going, and just anything anybody had, I'd fucking take it. And just kept, and it wouldn't happen, dude. Like, my heart would not stop. I was trying so fucking hard. Finally, they tell me to split. And I go down the street, and this lady that helped me out a lot as a kid used to own Out of Bounds board shop.
Oh, yeah.
So Kathy lived down the street, and she was always kind of like a mom to me. Like, she'd known me since I was a little kid. And her house was down the road. So I was like, fuck, this is the only place I could think of going to. So I go there, right? And she's not there. So I break into the place through the window.
No way.
Yeah. And right when I walk in, dude, like, I'm shaking now because I haven't had a drink in probably a good couple hours. I'm shaking so bad, and I look around, and there's just booze. I'm like, fuck yeah. And then I looked at my sock, and I had a bag of Coke, too. I was like, cool. We'll just stay here and booze up and come back to life a little bit, maybe sleep a bit, and go back and try again. So I guess I don't remember calling Ingrid, but I did. And I woke up to her kid just jumping on my chest, just beating the shit out of me because I wouldn't respond. And finally I woke up, and there they were. And they're like, we got to take you. You got to go to a hospital. You got to go somewhere now. We have to get you somewhere.
Yeah.
And I can barely move, dude. And for a guy like me, like, when you hear the word cops, especially when it's been some time, like, you get the fuck out no matter how bad you feel. Somebody called the cops that I broke into the fucking place. And the one kid had to break in to come get me because I wasn't answering the door. So I hear cop, I fucking split. I was out, dude. I was fucking gone. Like, where'd he go? He's fucking out of here.
What the?
So finally, they take off. It's all good. And they're getting me to a hospital. I have a seizure on the way to the hospital.
Holy shit.
Yeah, and I start nutting up and shit. And I kind of start settling down a bit. And I used to jam rocks up my nose.
Like real, like
Coke
rock?
rocks? Yeah.
Coke rocks.
Like, I used to jam them up my nose so hard because I couldn't sniff anymore, but if I jammed that fucker up there hard enough, it would dissolve, right?
Ugh.
So I'd sneezed, and that thing fell out. And just ate it quick. Just, nah. And it was like Popeye and spinach, dude, because like that, I was just fucking, all right, what's up? And she looks at me like, what the fuck did I just witness? This kid is fucking done. And takes me to the hospital. They inject me with a bunch of shit. They find out what all I got in my system. I've got heroin. I've got ecstasy. I've got cocaine. I've got booze. I got assorted painkillers in me.
Whoa.
And none of that did it. And so I get out of it and I finally leave. I go to my aunt's house and I stay there I slept for like 2 days. Found her Valium, dude, and popped a bunch of them and slept for fucking 2 days. And then at that time, the old man, everybody's over me anyways, but I convinced him to let me come to the house. And he was dealing with problems with my grandfather and he had to go out of town. So now he left and I'm back at the house and I'm just going, nothing's changed. I still feel like this. Like I still hate myself. This isn't working. So I looked at the bank account again, went back to Reno and did it again. 4 straight days again.
What was the time between first time and second time? 4 straight days.
2 days.
2 days in between that.
Mm-hmm. So I went back for it again, right? And then they're kind of people I know are catching on, like some tattoo artists I know in town are like, I get what you're doing, dude. You need to help. At this point now, I'm just so fucked up, but I'm having fun. Fuck you. You don't know shit. Fucking beat it, kook. And that's just how I was about it. They're just trying to help. And it just kept going on. And then I remember I snorted some shit in the bathroom and immediately felt different. Like, what the fuck was that? So I boned out of that place. I had nowhere to go at all. And I'm driving in my truck. I'm driving too. And I knew I could go to Seamus's house. And poor Seamus, I feel so bad for the guy. And I still do to this day, even though it's like, it's been so long, but still it's like, he's never had to deal with anything like this at all. Never even close. And I'm hallucinating so bad. I feel like I got this chick that's in the passenger seat of my truck with me. And I'm talking to her the whole time on the way to Seamus's house. And I'm talking as I'm walking up. He could hear me in the house as I'm walking up to the door. And he's like, who the fuck's with you? I'm like, I don't know these people. And he's like, there's nobody there, dude. And so he cleans me up, everything. And I ended up staying there for a few days. And I just felt so fucking bad because he doesn't know, dude. And then I started drinking his booze and shit. And then he had to go hide it all. And I couldn't put him, I guess like that rationale thought of mine in my head, like where I could still be a decent human being. I saw what I was doing to him. So I split and went to another friend's house that I knew could take care of me. And all this time, Ingrid's starting to talk to Sick Recovery to get me a spot in there and try to figure out how to pay for this. Because there's no fucking way a family's going to pay for it. The only way that shit's going to happen is if she starts pulling some grassroots and working with like old industry sponsors, just anybody that's ever known me. So she just hits it hard. Jamie was a big help in it. And she goes for it hard, dude. And next thing I know, I spent 2 weeks just drinking my face off at this guy's house waiting for the go-ahead and the plane tickets. We finally got him. And I went back east to Sick Recovery. And that was like the beginning of the start of like what's going to be my life.